What's up, family, friends, and community? Guess I'm out again on a daily walk. I wanted to step down here in the woods, where there's no distractions. Sort of give a talk about what's on my mind. I took a walk down here earlier, and then I realized again the cost of owning land. If you look and see right here, all this lumber, tornado got that. The hurricane, all that stuff, man. Even thinking like a man, I think to myself what it would take to manage land. It'll take ATVs, trailers, chainsaws, equipment, safety equipment, and somewhere to store it all. There ain't no reason to let all this good wood go to waste, Probably be a good thing for anyone who's heating their home with, or a cabin or something. So yeah, I wanted to talk about how I feel again. And I had a few things on my mind that I probably can't remember because of had a situation with the my device earlier, but I'll try to remember everything. You know how it is. Sometimes you have to take two and you can't remember all the authentic content that you had, but for some reason whenever I turn the phone to find record, there's low and find, sometimes it doesn't store the videos, and I wanted to talk about the future, and I wanted to talk about being the heirs of the future, and I was using earlier this land for example. It takes so much money to manage all this land, and I was mentioning that I can't keep up. I just simply can't keep up. I live my life in such a different manner than where I come from, And I guess what I was doing again certainly was asking for help. Asking for help, man. And I don't know who wants me to return to where I started from. I don't know where the money's at. I don't know if there's any family who wants me, friends who wants me, but I just can't keep up with none of them. I can't keep up with my kids. I don't even know if it's my kids I'm talking to. I got such a horrible issue with spam. Family, siblings, they sort of all started their own life, and I can't seem to find where I belong in life. But I know out here in the woods, it feels nice, and sometimes I wanted to start doing some challenges and stuff for the channel, because I know it's possible that maybe one day I can monetize. But I know sometimes, I guess 2 to 7 people view my content, and who knows who they are. But I was crying out for help, I was crying out to God, asking God to lead me, trying to figure out where I need to go for God, trying to figure out if the Bible's real, and if I glorify Jesus Christ, God will glorify me, kind of a thing. And I don't want to live with nobody. I don't want to drive nobody else's car. I just want my own home, maybe a house somewhere, preferably these days beside a river somewhere or a big lake. It's a place that I can fish, and stuff like that. Like I said, I don't know who's going to air this, but it would probably be a good place to air. If a lot of our family though, they don't have money to even hire an attorney or anything. The whole family is so impoverished that the idea of taking over responsibility to an estate is just a lot to think about, a lot to consider. But I would like to, but it costs so much money. I need tractors to keep this stuff mowed, chainsaws to keep it trimmed, you know, equipment to build the fire break, stuff like that. And I don't have that stuff. But this would be a great place. A few little odds and ends need to be done. I mean, expensive odds and ends, but overall it can be a really awesome cabin. Really very awesome cabin, with good bones. It has great potential. It's just a one bedroom, one bathroom cabin, pretty much. Be good to have install a wood stove and stuff like that. It'd be awesome. But anyway, I need my own stuff. And I forgot what all I was talking about this morning, but I talked for about 22 minutes before I run out of space on my phone. And then the information wasn't even saved or something. I don't know why. So I had to start all over. But I'm going out to Arizona, and I need to work on that content today. And there's a couple of things I need to do today before I begin to settle down. But yeah, I'm just asking. I need help, you guys. I need help. You know, my birth mother can't help me. We're. I mean, I'm staying here, but I don't think that she'll ever be able to help me the way I want God to help me. And I'm pretty sure my birth father is never going to, never really going to care. Unfortunately, but that's just how modern parenting is. And I would really like a home. And today, I don't even know how I feel about working, you guys. I don't even know how I feel about working. I just would like a big giant handout. Maybe win the lottery or something. I'd like $100 million treasury bond. I pray out to God, enjoying this peaceful day. Trying to find my purpose in life, Wish I had me a 22 and lived on the river, I'd go get me a couple of squirrels or something, I don't even think it's the right season, but so I don't know what to do except for go work for Jesus Christ for a little while, and to try to build my organization and to keep on trying, just keep on keeping on, and maybe one day I'll be able to afford, a cabin or something like that, or but yeah, this is the only little woods we got. If you look at it from this distance, it looks pretty thick. It's not really thick. Trees done tore down the fence. The field's grown up, and it just takes so much money to manage this land. And I think it's less than 10 acres, It takes so much money. It takes so many resources, you guys. I'm gonna halt there because I'm having this issue with my camera, the storage device, I guess I would say. But yeah, man, God, if you're listening, I beg again, like publicly, like humiliation, man. I need help. I need some lotto winnings. I need like some inheritance. I need some type of bond I need something, because I don't ever feel like I don't think I'm ever gonna get out of here. That's why I was telling you guys, I think I'm cursed or something, man. But the only way I guess I'm blessed to be healthy, you know, so thank God for that. But I want my own home. Like I said earlier, I can't keep up with my family, you know. I clean the yards up, quicker I can clean the litter up, the quicker they throw it on the ground. And I don't know, it's insane. I don't think that the quicker I don't know, man. I don't even want to talk about the things that throws me off and disrupts me. So yeah, you guys, it was a good walk in the woods. That's all the woods we got. If I go anywhere else, I think I'm trespassing. Like I think over here, I think it belongs to the neighbors. And over there, it belongs to the next lot. So ain't really no woods. Maybe down the riverbank or something, but a little patch of trees right there. Anyway, that's all I got for this walk. I gotta go find a place to create an intro video to my Crosswalkers playlist, so that if all goes well out in Arizona, I'll have a decent intro. God help me. Have a good day.